Okay, welcome back. Today we want to look at a subtopic, angle of depression. And here we are saying that angle of depression is defined as the angle formed between the line of sight. If you say the line of sight, we are talking about what the direction of your eye, what your eyes is seeing. That's the line of sight, and the horizontal. That's the horizontal. When observing a point that is situated below the horizontal level. This occurs, for instance, when we tilt our head downwards to view an object or to point of interest. Okay, so basically that's all about it. Angle of depression, right? Meaning that you are looking at something down, like depressed, you are down, you're looking at something down, right? So we have a prerequisite here. We are saying that knowledge for understanding the angle of depression. To fully grasp the concept of the angle of depression, it is essential to have a good understanding of the Pythagorean theory and the Sukatua. When we talk about mnemonic, it's something that helps your brain to what to remember, your memory, your brain, humans to remember. So you see, Sokatwa mnemonic. So it relates to the sine, the cosine, and the tangent ratios of what right angles. That is all about it. Before we dive into angle of depression, I want us to just have a short recap under the Sokatwa, and then we come to maybe we'll solve a question under angle of depression. Yeah. So Sokatwa, this is a method to recall the values of the trigonometry ratios, the sine, like we said, the cosine, and the tangents of angles that can be calculated. So angle of elevation, angle of depression, we are all looking at what right angle triangles. That's what we are looking at. Okay, so we have a right angle triangle here, and we are saying that the longest side we call the hypotenuse, and then the side that help in the formation of the 90 degrees, that's the base, is called the adjacent. And then we have the opposite. The opposite, we get that from what? The angle that is what facing what? The line what? BC, the line BC, the angle facing the line BC. We get that from that. So that is what we call opposite. So the Sokatwa we are talking about here, if you break them down, we have the Su, we have the Ka, and then we have the Twa. The Su here have its own meaning. It means that sine, we are using the trig sine, and then with the sine we are saying that it is what? Opposite over the hypotenuse. Opposite over the hypotenuse. And we come to the Ka, which is the cos. Adjacent over the hypotenuse, we come to the Twa, and also the tan, the opposite over the adjacent, and we are seeing them here as shown. So you have sine theta, opposite side over the hypotenuse, and then we have the cos theta, the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. We have the tan theta, the opposite side over the adjacent. So these are your trig ratios you should know. You should know before solving questions under um, angle of elevation, angle of depression, and all that. Now, so we'll take one example, and the next example will be a trial work. When we meet again, that is where we'll solve that very example. Okay, so let's quickly dive into it. It says that when the sun's ray strike a level ground at an angle of 72 degrees, Keenan's shadow is 2.5 meters long. How tall is Keenan? And then we are given to take tan 72 degrees as what's 3.08. I believe that is what we are given as 3.08. Now, let's start with the breakdown of this question. This is a practical one. So imagine, let's say you have the sun's right here, right? Imagine, let's say you have the sun right here, my beautiful sun. That's the sun ray. And then now, Keenam. Keenam is somewhere here. That's Keenam. Fine boy. Fine boy, Keenam. Fine boy, Keenam. Right? And then now, the sun ray is what scorching on Keenam. So Keenam's shadow will fall somewhere here, right? Keenam's shadow will also fall somewhere here. You see Keenam's shadow on the floor somewhere here. As he moves along. So you are going to have something like this. And then this creates or this form what we call what? A right angle. This form what we call a right angle triangle, right? Where we have what? A 90 degrees formation right here. Now, let's look at it carefully. So this here becomes the height of Kinap, right? So maybe let's use maybe the letter K to represent that aspect, right? Now, whenever you are dealing with angle of what? Depression, right? You always need your what? Your horizontal line. So your horizontal line, it should be somewhere here. Your horizontal line should be somewhere here. That's your horizontal line. And then now, the angle here, where the scorching happens. If I name here theta, so this angle here will definitely alternate to what? This very angle here. Okay. And then from here, we are told the shadow. The shadow is what? 2.5 meters. I'm told to find the height. Now we are giving tan. So the theta we are giving here, the theta I have indicated here is the 72 degrees. That is what the angle of what where the sun ray strikes on. That's the 72 degrees. So this theta here now becomes the 72 degrees. So I just want to quickly fix in that. I just want to quickly fix in that. So maybe our 72 degrees will be here. Now have another 72 degrees here. Now, okay. So let's look at this one carefully. Our tan theta. Here the theta is 72. Tan of 72. We learned that is what? Mnemonics is what? Twa. That means opposite side. All over what? The adjacent. Now, let's fix in what we know. The opposite side, the value we don't know. So we said let's put what? Let's put what? K. That's Kinam's height. The adjacent, I said, is what? What help in the formation of what? The 90 degrees, the base one. So here we are saying it is what? The shadow is 2 point what? 2.5 m. Now, we have to do what? Cross multiply. This over 1, then we cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we are going to have our k here. K times 1 is k. Then from here, we are going to have what? 2.5 m times what? Our tan 72 degrees. Now, we'll come and have our k here as what? 2.5 m times what? Our tan 72 degrees we are given as what? 3.08. Now we'll have our k here. When we multiply these two values here, you can multiply them by what? Taking off the decimal points. Just multiply them and then bring them back. So if you take off this decimal points here, so you can multiply 308 by 25. If you multiply them, 8540. So you get 0 here. This is 4. This is times this is 0. If you get your 4. This time this here is what? 15. You write your 15. Now this time this here to 16. Remember 1. This time 0. You bring your 1 here. This time this here we are going to get 6. You write your 6 here. This is 0. This is another 0. This is 6 plus 1. We have 7. Then we have 7 again. And then now, how many decimal place do we have here? So the decimal place here, for this one, we had 2 decimal place. For this one, we had 1. So now we have 3 decimal place. So since we took them off, we are bringing them back 1, 2, and then 3. So our final answer will be 7.7 meters. So you come and put your 7.7 meters here. So we can conclude that becomes what? The height. So we can say that therefore the height of Kinam is what? 7.7 meters. Alright. So basically that is it about angle of depression. There is another example here. I'll scroll down, you pause the video, and then you try it out. Then you send me your answer in the comment section.